I never expected one wrong turn at work to change the entire direction of my life. I'd worked in corporate logistics for 6 years, the kind of work that looks stable on paper but slowly drains the color out of your days. Every morning I opened the same spreadsheets, reviewed the same shipment reports, visited the same warehouses. I didn't love it, but I told myself it was good enough. That morning I was scheduled to audit one of our usual distribution centers on the edge of the city. I'd been there so many times I could have driven the route blindfolded. But my navigation app glitched just as I approached the exit and told me to continue another mile. I didn't question it. I was already thinking about the email backlog waiting for me. When I finally pulled in, something felt immediately wrong. The warehouse looked older, half forgotten, like no one had updated anything since the early 2000s. The gate creaked when I pushed it. There were no company logos, no delivery trucks, no staff milling around. But the address in my calendar matched the one on the fence. Inside, the air smelled like dust and cardboard. I heard someone shifting boxes in the back, and when I rounded a corner, I saw her. A woman sitting on the concrete floor with paperwork scattered around her like fallen leaves. She pushed her hair behind her ear, looked up at me, and sighed in relief. Oh, thank God, they finally sent someone. You have no idea how much I need help today. Her name was Claire. For the first 20 minutes, I simply followed her instructions, too confused, and weirdly amused, to stop her. She moved with frantic determination, explaining that she'd been hired recently to bring order back to this place, but no one had shown her where anything was stored or how their system was supposed to work. It didn't take long for the truth to reveal itself. This warehouse wasn't part of my company at all. A mix-up in an internal database had logged its address as one of ours years ago, and no one had bothered to fix it. Claire had absolutely no reason to think I wasn't the person meant to help her, and somehow, I didn't correct her. Maybe it was the way she tried masking her stress with humor, or the honesty in her eyes when she admitted she had no idea what she was doing, yet was determined to learn. Or maybe it was that, for once, someone needed something from me that wasn't a spreadsheet or a signature, so I stayed. We spent the next few hours relabeling boxes, matching old manifests with newer ones, and solving problems we didn't even know existed until we opened another dusty drawer. Claire told me about leaving her hometown with nothing but a secondhand car and a job offer she didn't fully understand. She laughed at her own mistakes, but underneath it, I sensed fear. The kind people carry when they're starting over from zero. And for the first time in a long time, I told someone the truth about myself. I told her how numb I felt at my job, how I woke up with a sense of heaviness I couldn't explain, how nothing I did felt like it mattered. Claire listened without judgment, then said something so simple it stuck with me long after. Maybe you're not bored, maybe you're just not where you're meant to be. When we finally wrapped up for the day, we sat on a wooden pallet eating stale pretzels from a vending machine. I hadn't laughed like that in months. When I left, the sun was already setting, turning the parking lot orange. I expected to feel guilty for wasting half my workday, but I didn't. Instead, I felt lighter, awake. The next morning, before I could talk myself out of it, I texted her. Do you need help again today? She replied instantly. Yes, please, I'm drowning. I went, and then again the next week, and soon, helping her felt more meaningful than anything I was doing at my actual job. 2 months later, after too many nights thinking about it, I resigned, and I joined Claire's tiny operations team, chaotic, underfunded, imperfect, but real. A place where I felt like a person again, not an employee ID. One wrong turn didn't just change my route, it handed me back a life I didn't realize I'd been missing.